it's not even a coal exporter. On the contrary, we seem to be spending a lot of our resources for one or the other reason, justifying imports. So that is what I think in the last 2 years we are trying to change the course of a massive ship which requires its own steering capacities and so on. So that is now being moved around to place the emphasis on exploration and mining in the country itself. I think that is what is important to be recognized. And India, which has a large reservoir of coal, the black coal, is now ready to do the mining and be able to commercially handle it. Days are gone since after the nationalization in 71 and 72, where we went about thinking that only a public sector company can really produce for the nation, and Coal India was tasked with that performance of produce coal for the sake of moving the country's development agenda. But unfortunately what had happened was the Coal India, and I'm not blaming anybody, but the fact is that it couldn't really ramp up its capacities as much as the country's economy demanded. And gradually, as the growing nation's requirement of coal became too much, there was naturally a call for importing, and we went about importing without much of our attention being given for improving the coal production in the country itself. And I do recall that Prime Minister, during his address, during the launch of the 1st Tranche, very clearly spoke about it. He said, we need to unlock the capacity. I'm actually looking for that particular line, which I thought was very evocative. He said, if the country has the capacity, and if we need to just be looking at